Hello again, students, and welcome to another lesson using Autodesk Inventor Professional 2022. In today's lesson, I'll show you how to make the playground tunnel slide. The first thing you might want to do is open up the assignment and look at the spec sheet. So let's go to the classroom. You're going to open your appropriate classroom, and you'll find the assignment, and then go into the instructions and look at this tunnel slide spec sheet. You're going to see it's 122 inches high, 140 inches long. The outside perimeter is 36 inches. The inner perimeter is 32 inches. I have that committed to memory, so now I'll go to Autodesk Inventor Professional 2022 by clicking the link in the assignment, and let's dispense with all that connecting and start working. And the inner window is exposed that I never use, so I select the X in the right corner to erase it. And then I start new, standard IPT, create. Once you have a browser on the left, you have a gray working area. You'll see the Start 2D Sketch button. Click. Make sure you select the XY plane. That'll be your front view. And then you'll start with a rectangle up here in quadrant 4. Select, drag down. And as you're dragging, just type 36, tab 36, enter. You're going to use your mouse wheel to scroll out. Hit the escape key at least 3 times. Pull to the left and pull up. Maybe a little more up and a little more left. That'll probably be fine. You want this origin roughly in the center. At this point, use the offset tool. You'll find it in the ribbon across the top, right here, offset. You select your square, click, drag, and you'll type 2, enter. Now, I believe that's good to go, so you'll finish sketch. Use your mouse wheel to zoom out. What you want to do then is look at this from the right view, and you're going to put a plane perpendicular to your profile. So you go to the plane tool, click, and then you go to this browser where you see the origin folder, click the plus sign, and click that first box, the YZ plane. Click. You're going to want to then turn your profile so that it faces you again, and you'll see these little yellow handles. Just drag it, and then you can just drag it back, or enter 0, and then the checkbox. Boop. Now you'll see you can just turn it 90 degrees again to the right view, and your plane is there facing you. Again, here's your front view, here's your right view, and in the right view, you want to start a 2D sketch, and you'll click on the perimeter to activate. And I would press my pan tool, middle mouse wheel, and move it to the upper left. Zoom out 1 click. Now, here's the line tool, and under the line tool is a tool called the Spline tool, Control Vertex. So I'll select that option and select right at the origin. And now I'm going to drag an S shape by clicking several times as I go. You may need to practice this. And then click the checkbox at the end. Check. Now, again, I'm going to pan and zoom. I'm going to grab my dimension tool, and I'm going to make sure that I put the dimensions on. So the first one I'm going to do is select using the dimension tool, select the origin and the end of your spline, click, and drag it down, click, and change that dimension to 140. Then use that same origin, click, and again, the end of your spline, click, drag this dimension up, click, and change to 84. As you can see, the shape is not necessarily looking like an S. That's where you can use these control vertices. If you want, I'll hit the escape key first 3 times. Then you can start pulling on these handles to create an aesthetically pleasing curvature that you like. Now those shape. That looks like a fairly solid curvature for a slide. So at this point, I can use the finish sketch. And then if you want, you can use the rotate orbit a little bit, rotate it a bit. You want to use the sweep tool. It's right by the revolve tool. You'll select sweep. You're going to select the profile between the squares, click, and then select path here, the path tool, click, and select your path, click, and you should be successful getting a slide, and then you'll click OK. And there you have your general shape for your tunnel slide. Now to get rid of this plane or to hide it, you want to right click and turn visibility off. Now return to front view, we're going to make a wall. So you'll start a 2D sketch, select this profile, the double square profile, click, and then return to the line tool. And from the left side here, dragging left along that x-axis, pull a line out and then type 18, enter, and then straight up, 90 degrees, another line, 30, enter. Hit escape 3 times. Now I want you to use the line tool again. Select this right side, drag your line out to the right. You're going to type 18, enter. Then you go straight up, make sure it says 90 degrees. And as you're pulling up, you type 30, enter. Hit escape 3 times. One more time, I want you to draw over the yellow line. So select here and then here to make one continuous line, hit escape. And last but not least, select this arc tool. And I'm going to select left, right, and draw an arc that just goes over the top of my tunnel slide. And then I'm also going to draw a rectangle that matches the inner profile. Click. At this point, I can finish sketch, extrude, click, and you'll see as you turn, it's created a wall, a safety wall for the kids. And you want to make it 2 inches thick. And okay. At this point, I'm going to go up to the default list, find my material, find my color, probably a light color so the kids don't get injured when the sun comes out. Could be that a smooth ivory is just the ticket. You're the designer. You make your tunnel slide the color you like, but don't forget to save it. File, save as. Remember, you want to save in your playground folder. If you don't see the word playground there, you want to use this folder with the arrow. Navigate up 1 level till you see the G drive, double click. Find the playground folder, double click. Rename this to tunnel slide and save the model, save. Then you want to make an image. File, export, image. It should say tunnel slide and then change this type to PNG. It will be going into the playground folder, save. And I believe that will be in your playground folder and your recents folder. That's the image you're going to want to turn in for assignment credit. Good luck.